All right, apparently I'm a historian today, so we're gonna go back in time to when I was a child. When I was a child and I listened to music, there were rock bands and there were rap bands, and they never worked together. And over here we have a rock band, and the operations people are really angry at this rock band. They're banging on the wall. And at some point, one of the developers got curious. What's happening over there in operations? And they got so curious, they kind of punched a hole in the wall, and they looked through, and they said, what is going on? You keep breaking everything that I throw through this wall. What is your problem? It works fine on my machine. So they're looking through, and operations is being like, oh, it's you. You're the one who keeps throwing that shit over the wall. We're not very happy with you. So what do? They break down the wall. And what happens? The operators come over and they join the developers. But here's the thing, the operators didn't pick up guitars and start shredding. The developers didn't start freestyling rap lines. No, they kept their specialty and they worked together to please the audience. How did this happen? This all happened by the originator of DevOps, a gentleman, a music producer, a philosopher by the name of Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin is the one who had this idea to bring Aerosmith and Run DMC together. Trust me, there was a lot of hesitation on both sides of the house. But when he did, he fundamentally changed how we all experience music. Today, Rick tweets all the time, and he drops philosophy about DevOps, and I'm sure he's never heard that word. Thinking doesn't always solve the problem. Sometimes creating space allows inspiration to do the work. How is that not DevOps? We just have to create some space. Maybe we get together. Quality over deadlines, said every CEO, right? We always want quality over deadlines, but this is a DevOps approach to what we're delivering. We want to deliver that quality, and Rick knows it, and he's encouraging us to do so. The reason to finish is to start something new. Rick even knows that the thing that you should prioritize is flow through the system. Minimize your work in process. Work on one thing, get it done, get it deployed, then you can pick up the next thing. Do you want to be right, or do you want to do what's best for the work? Let's do what's best for the work. And the work is creating great experiences for our audience, for our customers. We should take inspiration from this and remember that we're here to deliver great business value. Some can see the end the day they begin. Others can't see it until it's upon them. One is not better than the other. He even compares waterfall and agile. But he's not always right. Rick is not always right. All right, next up, with every piece of advice, consider sometimes the opposite is equally true. So you have to think critically about what you're doing, how you're taking, even what you're hearing up here on this stage. How are you going to apply that within your own organization? Average is not anything to aspire to. Come on, I know that you can be better than average. You can do it. Do not aspire for average. Be the best that you can be. Always see if it can be better, and always check back to make sure you didn't ruin it. Look, forward progress is great, but you've got to make sure that you're still delivering on the value that you expected, that you're keeping your customers happy. The best work is nearly inexhaustible. It withstands experiencing again and again and again. Have you ever met a compliance officer or had to deal with security? Yes, it's inexhaustible. If it's your best in this moment, that's the best it can be. But don't worry, tomorrow, your best may be completely different. So show up today and do the best that you can. Tomorrow you might be doing better, you might be doing worse, but do your best tomorrow as well. Aiming at greatness is different than aiming at being better than someone else. Don't let comparison be the thief of your joy and your improvements. Do what you can on your team to drive things forward. Allow the individual pieces to retain their natural voice. This is DevOps and DevSecOps and DevFinOps and DevCustOps and DevQAOps. We bring those specialists together and we allow them to thrive in collaboration. And then finally, I want to set you up for open spaces. If you are speaking, or if you're listening or speaking, either way, you are participating in the conversation. Keep that in mind as we move into open spaces. And I encourage you to take Rick Rubin's advice. DevOps, just like the creative act, is a way of being. Thank you very much.